Hey guys, Morgan the Rebellious Reviewer. We talk about music, books, and movies. And today, we're going to be doing part 9 in the Album of the Day challenge. So, for those of you who haven't seen the previous 8 parts, this is where me and 6 of my dragon imaginary friends you get a random Pokemon generator and a random number generator and pick a random genre. There will be, of course, be a link to the genre table with all the Pokemon types and genres in the description. Today's Pokemon is Carbink, today's genre is heavy metal, and today's album is Firepower by Judas Priest. Before I bring in my imaginary friends, though, I'm gonna briefly give my thoughts on this album. This is better than I'd previously thought. The first couple times I listened to it before making this video, I kind of thought the first 2 tracks were the best and everything else was just eh. After listening to it for this video, though, I have to say, this album is consistently fantastic. There's some great riffs on here. Rob Halford's voice is as strong as ever. And every song is good, if not great. I will say some of the melodies could be a bit stronger on songs like Never the Heroes and Spectre, but they're still good songs. This album proves that Judas Priest still had it in 2018, and while I haven't heard Invincible Shield yet, I hear that one is pretty great too. Props to Judas Priest for still putting out good stuff this late into their career. With that out of the way, let's get started with the voice acting, shall we? Hey guys, Blaze Flarington here, and this is Bolt Thunderstone, Skyler Wing, Houdini Presto, Forrest Woods, and Draven Onyx. Today we're doing the next part in the Album of the Day challenge, and I've never been happier for it to be my turn. Plain heavy metal is today's genre, and as a diehard new wave of British heavy metal fan, I was spoiled for choice. At first I thought I'd pick Judas Priest Painkiller so I could possibly beat Draven this week, but then I realized we'll eventually be covering it for the Rate Your Music genre challenge anyway. So I went with my favorite underrated Judas Priest album, Firepower. I've been obsessed with this album since it came out. The riffs are meaty and heavy, yet melodic and beautiful. Rob Halford was in his 60s at this point, but still sounded like he was in his 20s. Add that to the fact that every single song is great, and you've got an album that I like better than Painkiller. Yeah, I said what I said. Anyway, this album is the most obvious 10 out of 10 ever. Bolt, would you like to go next, since you're the other diehard Judas Priest fan? Sure, Blaze. I was also obsessed with this album when it came out. It was a major bonding moment between Blaze and me. I agree that every single song is great, though I don't return to some of the power ballads as much, and Never the Heroes could stand to be a bit meatier sounding. Those are minor nitpicks, though. Other than that, I agree with pretty much everything Blaze said. I especially love the opening 1-2 punch of Firepower and Lightning Strike, which made Blaze and I feel so special when it came out. Mostly because he's a fire dragon and I'm a lightning dragon. I'll even agree that this is better than Painkiller, but it's not quite a 10 for me. 9 out of 10. Are you guys trying to make every Judas Priest fan watching hate us? Why not? It'll get more people watching if they leave comments about how much they hate us. Touché. Anyway, I love this album. It's one of the best albums of 2018, not that that's saying much, but I definitely don't think it's better than Painkiller. For one thing, Never the Hero starts out kind of weak. For another thing, a few of these songs are a bit lacking in the melody department. Looking at you, Flamethrower, Spectre, and Lone Wolf. However, despite my criticisms, it is a fun meat and potatoes heavy metal album with several songs to make me bang my head. The two best songs are Firepower and Necromancer because they have the best riffs. Anyway, I give this album an 8 out of 10. I'll go next, since I'm not sure what Draven and Forrest are gonna say about this album. I remember Blaze, Bolt, and I bonding over it and showing Houdini. Anyway, this album still holds up really well. Every single song is great, though I agree that some of these songs could be a bit stronger when it comes to their melodies. Unlike Bolt, I find the power ballads to be borderline transcendent, and I agree that the heavier songs pack an amazing punch. I agree with Bolt that it's not quite a 10, but I will give it a pretty strong 9 out of 10. Also, it is most certainly not better than Painkiller. Now for the two wild cards. Draven, would you like to go? Sure, Skyler. This album is absolutely incredible. Every single song is dark and epic at the same time, which is impressive in of itself. The riffs are heavy, the singing is amazing, and there isn't a song on here that isn't great. As for the better than Painkiller debate, they're both as near flawless as albums can be, but I think I agree with Bolt and Blaze. That could change tomorrow, though. Judas Priest are just such an incredible band. 10 out of 10. Now let's watch Forrest ruin our good streak. Wow, I was not expecting that. Not complaining, though. Okay, first of all, this is not better than Painkiller, and the fact that half of us think it is makes me cringe. Second, this is still a great album. Sure, some of the tracks could be stronger melodically, and No Surrender was a bit generic, but everything else was incredible. Rob Halford has always had an amazing vocal range, and the instrumentation is pretty great. I think I'll agree with Houdini and give it an 8 out of 10. Now, Skyler, would you like to do the calculations? Of course, Forrest. This album gets a combined score of 54 out of 60. Lower than Curtis Mayfield and higher than the Abkhazian Folk album and Debris album. So, you didn't quite get the top spot, Blaze, but you came close. Aw man, I knew I should have broke the rules and picked Painkiller. Oh well, at least I got to pick from my favorite genre to make up for last week. Tomorrow is Bolt's pick. Will he be able to beat Draven? Tune in to find out. Anyway, let's throw it back to Morgan. And that's my video. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. I'm Morgan the Rebellious Reviewer, and I'm out.